Hey everyone, just going to take a minute to explain what you need to do for the week 2 discussion this week. All right, so our week 2 discussion is a restaurant review. Okay, your prompt says list 3 things you look for in a good dining experience. Literally list those 3 things at the top of your response. 1, 2, 3. Then the rest of your response will be choosing a specific restaurant that you are familiar with, and it can be fast food, it can be any kind of restaurant that you are familiar with. Tell us the name of that restaurant and evaluate that restaurant based on the 3 things you listed, right? Tell us how that restaurant measures up in the 3 things you look for. Or maybe you had a really bad experience and this restaurant failed epically in all 3 of those areas. If you've gone through the lessons in if you've gone through the lessons here in week 2 already, and maybe you haven't, but if you have, I actually use this as an example in a couple of the videos where I talk about Chick-fil-A. There's even one example in the PowerPoint on Olive Garden, right? But I said, I might write a paragraph that says Chick-fil-A is a great place to eat because of their cleanliness, service, and food, right? So if I were doing this discussion, at the top, I would write 1, cleanliness, 2, service, 3, food. And then under that list, I would start writing about how Chick-fil-A is such a great place to eat. I would talk about how they're always clean, and then I would talk about how they give great service, and then I would talk about how they have great food, right? That's all you're doing. Any kind of restaurant, but just make sure you list 3 specific things that you look for in a good dining experience. Then choose a specific restaurant you are familiar with. Tell us what that restaurant is. Let us know, does it measure up in the 3 things you look for, or does it fail epically? And then explain why. Tell us how that restaurant delivered or did not deliver on each of those 3 things. This could be a potential topic for writing assignment 1, evaluation paragraph in week 5. And it is a very common topic. Students typically do pretty well with this one. Restaurant review based on your own experience. Just one restaurant though. And you're not going to say like, well, I like to go to Chick-fil-A because they have great service, but I prefer Outback because they have better food. No. One restaurant, one single restaurant, and how it measures up. Okay? All right. Try to have your first post up by Thursday night and then respond to 2 people by Sunday night. If you forget to respond to 2 classmates by Sunday night, remember the discussion will remain open in week 3, but it will be at a 50% point reduction. So you want to do your best to get everything in by Sunday night. If you have questions, run into any problems, reach out right away. Otherwise, I can't wait to read about your guys' favorite restaurants, or maybe the really bad ones. Hopefully they're all